Hi there everybody, Amir here, herbalist and founder of Herbal Tea and Tonics. I'm putting this video together for the practitioners that came to the conference in Sunshine Coast called International Colon Health Association. Reason for doing this video for you is that when you go through 3 days of intense training, sometimes having a reference point could be beneficial. It felt right to just share this information in a quick video so you can share it with your colleagues or just refresh your memory on the details, or if you have a new therapist coming on board, you can use it as a reference point for them to train them as of how and when to use herbal teas to support your clients. So I hope you find it beneficial. With that in mind, let's begin. The first herb we discussed at the conference was saffron, and we talked about research behind that in terms of helping with stress, anxiety, and depression. And we recommended to take only 7 threads of your saffron, mixing it with half a liter of cold water or room temperature water. And the best way to do it is take those 7 strands and then crush them with the back of a teaspoon or a tablespoon to make them smaller pieces so they dissolve quicker and better. And then you mix them with the water and put them in the fridge for 4 hours minimum. I've already done that and you can see the color. If you do it overnight, that's much better, you get more benefit from it. And we recommend to bottle it, take it with you and sip it all day long, at work, in your car, anywhere you go. You do that for 6 days. Day 7, you take a break and you start over again. Why we do it this way? This is one of my mentors' concept, Dr. Christopher. He believed that by taking day 7 as a day of rest, your body resets itself and you get more benefit from it. So he was saying if you want to do it perfectly, you do 6 days on, 1 day off, 6 weeks on, 1 week off. And you can repeat it as long as you want. Now this is a very cool concept because you probably noticed if you take a supplement for a while at the beginning, you feel the difference. After a few months, you might feel like, I don't know if it's doing anything. And then because body fluctuates, they just come and go and they don't have any similar effect. But if you just take 1 day off, your body doesn't get used to it, doesn't get immune to it. So that's the concept behind this, and all of the herbal teas that you've got from me, we recommend to use it the same way. There are some exceptions to that and I'll touch on them very quickly. I just want to make sure you all have a copy of this brochure. It's a really nice tool to sell the concept to your customers and clients when they come to clinic, because most people are not familiar with herbal teas and how they can help them post-colonic. So it's just nice to display it somewhere, and if you need more, text me, ring me, I can send you as many as you need. If you need the soft copy, I can send you the soft copy as well. The first herbal tea we discussed was the one specific for liver and gallbladder, and it's a combination of only 2 herbs here. This is a very gentle way to cleanse the liver and gallbladder and also support it. We recommend just 1 cup before each meal. So 1 teaspoon of the herbs, 1 cup of hot water, leave it for about 5 or 10 minutes, strain it and drink it. Even if it's a minute before meal, it has to go to your stomach before meal. If you do it after meal, it doesn't do much. So you do that again, same principle, 6 days on, 1 day off, 6 weeks on, 1 week off. And liver support is super important because liver can, from the research, can function in 500 different forms in our body and probably more. So supporting your liver can go a long way. Especially people that are going through premenopause, postmenopause, or menopause, they might wake up between 1 a.m. to 3 a.m. And according to traditional way of herbs and medicinal herbs, especially from traditional Chinese medicine, 1 a.m. to 3 a.m. as at night is the liver time. So it's an indication that your liver requires some support. That's the liver and gallbladder detox tea. The next one we discussed was gut microbiome food. Now, as a potential side effect of colonic, sometimes we might get a little bit of imbalance of gut microbiome. And this is a very good way to support the microbiome in your gut, because it's a good idea to increase the population, but we also have to feed them with the right food. This combination of 3 herbs, burdock root, chicory, and dandelion, has a lot of benefit for the good bacteria. Burdock has something called oligosaccharide, and chicory has something called inulin. They really support the good bacteria by feeding them properly. So just 1 cup before each meal. Again, if it's just a minute before meal, no problem. You're required to drink it before meal. It has a really nice aroma in it as well. So if somebody really loves coffee and they overdo the coffee, it will be nice to suggest that to them, because it balances the gut and hopefully help them reduce their consumption of coffee. Same principle, 6 days on, 1 day off, 6 weeks on, 1 day off, 1 week off. The next one is Constipation Herbal Support. Now, as you know, there are so many reasons for getting constipation as a chronic issue. And as a holistic herbalist, we always look at liver support, how much water the client is drinking, the lifestyle factor as well. This is super important. And I found out, people that eat a lot of eggs or cheese and potato, usually they get constipated even more. So by eliminating those 3 foods and replacing them with something healthier like sweet potato or nut-based cheese, they will get relief immediately. But that tea is also amazing in terms of balancing the body. And most of the teas and supplements out there for constipation, they have laxatives. Unfortunately, laxative could make a lazy colon even more lazier, so it's kind of addictive. So I'm not a big fan of using laxative for constipation support. We use laxative for emergencies and other stuff, but not for constipation support. And this blend is laxative-free. It has a holistic approach across the whole body. 1 cup of tea before each meal, 6 days per week. Same principle. Now, you might ask me, if you come across somebody that require both teas, the liver and constipation support, how to take them? Because you cannot ask them to drink, 6 cups of tea per day. So we recommend to alternate between them on a daily basis. So it will be like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You take a break from both of them and then you start over again. Between the 2 of them, it's like 6 weeks protocol, and they will get a lot of relief. Same principle. Again, if they want to keep going with it, they do it for 6 weeks, and the whole 7th week, give it a break and start over again. The next blend we discussed was related to minerals, and as a potential side effect of colonic, again, we could get imbalance of minerals in our gut. So this is a holistic way to support the minerals, not only in the gut, but across the whole body. We recommend 1 cup mid-morning between 10 to 11, another cup mid-afternoon, 3 to 5 p.m. Again, same principle, 6 days on, 1 day off. The next one is related to colon health. And we discussed how mucosal membrane lined up across 3 systems in our body: digestion tract, urinary tract, and also lungs and respiratory system. Simply by making a cold infusion of this tea and drinking it every 2nd day, mucosal membrane and villi in the gut, they get a lot of nourishing and support, and you feel the difference very quickly. So cold infusion, again, 1 tablespoon of the herbs, half a liter of cold water, minimum 4 hours of brewing or overnight. Bottle it, take it with you, and sip it like water all day long. It's not a replacement for your water, but you drink it the way you drink water every second day. It's got all of the instructions on it. The next one is the Parasite Cleanse Herbal Support, and it comes like a kit, a tincture, and a herbal tea. Now with the tincture, 3 days, day 4 you take the tea, day 5 and 6 you take a break. It's got all of the details at the back, but I just want to touch on why we recommend doing it that way. The tincture will take care of the parasites, but they have eggs in our system, so we have to flush them out and also flush all of the dead ones as well. So day 4, when you make a cup of tea and drink that tea, it will flush out the colon and cleanse the colon. Super important when you are doing a parasite cleanse. And I know parasite cleanse is a bit controversial. There are so many conflicting ideas out there, but our approach is a preventative approach, and we only use herbs. If you use herbs correctly, they don't have any side effect. The only consideration for that one is when somebody is breastfeeding or pregnant, we don't recommend using that. So 1 teaspoon of the liquid first thing at the morning, another teaspoon when you go to bed with a little bit of water for 3 days. Day 4, make a cup of tea 3 times per day and drink it. Day 5 and 6, you take a break and you start over again. And you repeat the cycle 2 more times. Why? Because these guys have a cycle. You want to make sure you kill all of them during those cycles that they have. Some people like to time it with the moon. That's perfectly fine. You can do that if you want to, but you don't have to do it that way. It doesn't suit children under the age of 12. I have a different protocol for children, especially the ones that they have a lot of pinworm around it and it's only herbs. So if you needed something for children, just get in touch with me, please. And the final one is a kit for Candida Support. It comes with 2 liquid or tonics. One is specific for Candida, the other one is for immune support. Now, our approach is very holistic. So we believe, we all have Candida in our body, and usually overgrowth of Candida happens when our immune system drops or get a little bit less strong. There are many reasons for immune system dropping. It could be gut issues, it could be stress and anxiety, and many, many, many more. So a holistic approach is boosting your immune system, and then body will take care of the Candida overgrowth most of the time. Otherwise, the tincture in there will help with Candida overgrowth as well. So 1 teaspoon 3 times per day, both of them. And we don't recommend taking them at the same time. Maybe time them, maybe half an hour or so time between them will be good. 6 days on, 1 day off, 6 weeks on, 1 week off if you really need to take it for 6 weeks. But we don't recommend doing it that way. In fact, if you do just one protocol, you should get a lot of relief from that. Now, I just want to share an experience with you with chronic Candida overgrowth. And when I come across people that they had Candida growth for a long time and they tried everything, I usually do a parasite cleanse. And most of the time, you don't need to do the Candida cleanse. It's a really nice holistic way to look after the gut. And most of the time, immune system will take care of the Candida as well. So this is in a nutshell what we discussed at the conference. I hope you find it beneficial, but if you come across any question, please get in touch with me. Thank you so much for watching the video. All the best. Speak soon. Bye.